Hello, good day viewer. My name is Matt, and this is stock speedrun number 98 by my count for Series 2. So close to that coveted 100 number, but unfortunately, this will be my last video for some time as I won't be able to record for a while. When will these videos continue? I'm not entirely sure. It will happen eventually. I can't exactly say when. For now, let's go ahead and get into this this video. If you have never seen one of these before, I strongly encourage you to check this video's description for an explanation and a disclaimer as to its content. And again, I have lost access to my social sentiment tool, so the stocks that come up here are going to be truly random. So let's go ahead and see what kind of weird stuff we have. Okay, so it's not, well, actually, that's kind of weird. So I was about to say it's not a penny stock. You know, when the selection process is truly random, my odds of landing on a weirdo penny stock suddenly increase. This isn't a penny stock. There's a pretty healthy share price of 106. However, something I don't think I've ever seen before. So I've gone on rants before about how I am not a fan of companies that are sparsely traded, companies that don't have continuous trading throughout the day and end up with blips where no trading occurs, because it becomes very difficult. It leads to volatility, a lot of volatility in my opinion, because it becomes difficult without constant trading to get an accurate representation of a fair price at any one single moment in time. So things move around a little bit more, well, volatilely. But that usually only happens on, you know, maybe a penny stock, something that's a couple dollars and might be on its way to the graveyard. Something I've never seen before is a stock that is sparsely traded, has gaps in trading throughout the day, but has a healthy share price, has a fairly healthy share price history, pays a dividend, and has that EPS can't be right. There's no way that EPS can't be right. Hold on. Hold the phone. There's no way this is at an EPS of 2. What? Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm confused. I was mixing up I had a brain fart. I was mixing up EPS with PE. No. Okay, yeah, this PE number makes a little bit more sense. It actually is kind of high. It's freaking out at this EPS, which doesn't really mean. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I had just being stupid. Okay, you know what? Let me stop being stupid and let me go down here and read about what this is. I mean, it's called. Come on, it's called U.S. Physical Therapy. What else could they possibly be? Let me guess. They do physical therapy. Oh, outpatient physical therapy clinics. Who could have guessed? Provide pre and post-operative care and treatment for orthopedic-related disorders, sports-related injuries, preventative care, rehabilitation of injured workers, and neurological-related injuries. Company operates through 2 segments: operations and prevention services. Physical therapists and athletic trainers for Fortune 500 companies. Blah 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 blah. Pretty decent. Let's see. Pretty. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of growth, but it's rare that you see something this steady either. Very steady revenues, very steady earnings over the years, even looking down from quarter to quarter. And in fact, now that I know that, it makes this chart make a little bit more sense too, because this is a very steady chart. Also, it's kind of gone nowhere in 5 years, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because, you know, when someone says things are going nowhere, they're always disappointed that they haven't gone up. But you know what? They also could have gone down, and this isn't going down. I mean, obviously it has downs and it has ups. I kind of wonder what happened to it a year ago, in June of 2022, to make it suddenly drop off a cliff like that. Wonder if I can get back that far in the articles. I think I can, because there aren't that many to scroll through. Let's see. Goodbye for some dividend, potential value, and blah blah blah. Now it says closing of new credit facility. Maybe it's that? June 21st? Does that track? Back, let me open the... I want to open the chart in it. Full screen. That was on August 4th. August 4th. Not this. August 4th. There. Second quarter results. I guess they were not up to snuff. Operating results per diluted share was... and second highest quarterly amount in the company's history for the 3 months ended. Operating results per diluted share was 6 cents, highest quarterly amount in the company. Quarter slight decrease from 24%. 1 second quarter. Net income attributable to shareholders was $1 million compared to 12 point. Doesn't seem that terrible. I mean, it's not, again, it's not a stellar report, but it's an extremely steady report. I don't think this warrants that huge rise, unless that huge rise was anticipating some kind of blowout for some reason. And in that case, whoever was doing that is an idiot, because this company seems like it never has really had a blowout. Again, it's extremely steady, it looks like. Extremely steady. Maybe that's not why maybe that's why it is sparsely traded also, because it doesn't, it's not a huge name. There's not a whole lot of hype around it. It's just there, and it's just chugging along, which isn't a bad thing. Don't make. I don't want it to sound like that's a bad thing. No, especially in a market like there is today, that is actually a good thing to have a very steady, stable business. You know what? I think these numbers, this chart reflects that, actually, because think about how that. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bring up the S&P. I'm going to take a look at the S&P chart over the last 6 months, let's say, or over the last year, or over the last year. Over the last year. So ignoring this drop off here, let's go down to this trough of September. Take a look at this trough of September too. S&P kind of rose back up a bit and has kind of been floundering a little bit, struggling with the current economic situation that we have on our hands. While this has just been a whole lot of up. Because this is something that is stable. Well, this is how I'm interpreting it. Because this is something that is stable in a market that is very unstable. That's how I'm interpreting it. And when you look at it that way, it doesn't just explain this chart potentially, but it also explains why it's sparsely traded. Because even in a market like this where steady is good, people don't like steady. People like flashy. People like new things. So it makes sense that this doesn't get as much attention as it should, even though it should, in my opinion. And if I go to conversations, I'm probably not going to see a whole lot in here, because this doesn't seem to get people confused. See, two comments. One is spam, and the other is from almost 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years. So yeah, this does not spark excitement, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Let's see. Look at statistics real quick. The PE is a little high. PE is a little bit high, but I'm concerned. Something weird that you might see is that once the economic situation becomes better, who knows when that's going to be, but when it becomes better, you might actually see this start dropping, because now everyone wants growth. Nobody wants stability. So that's something a little bit strange that you might see. So anything weird that I see here? First thing I see is 106% held by institutions. How is that? How does that work? What the hell does that mean? A little strange. Let's take a look at holders. How is that possible? How is that possible? Percentage held is greater than 100%. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Institutional share exceeds. It could be a warning assigned to investors or one of several stock listing. Report a stockholder of more than 100% of a company's outstanding shares. Technically impossible, but various events can trigger this reporting anomaly. Short interest makes sense, although I didn't see a whole lot of short. I'm gonna take a look. Short interest is only 6 points, which is a little higher than normal, but not by a whole lot. Maybe it explains. Well, no, it's not enough. It's not enough to explain. Difference in as of dates, maybe potential double counting. Would advise me to misrepresent a position on. Maybe? Very interesting. I mean, that still tells me there's a crap ton of institutional involvement here. Okay, so this is something I don't like to see. I see a whole lot of sales. A whole lot of sales and no purchases. That's a little troubling. Let's see, what else I want to see here? I want to see... Boop, ba ba boop, ba ba la ba la ba. I can't think of anything else that I want to see. I think I've kind of made up my mind about this. You know what? Yeah, I think I've... Well, let me think. Well, let me think a little bit more. I think I've... Well, let me talk to myself. Maybe I'll think of something else to look at, because that happens sometimes. So, I'm kind of tied between buy and hold right now, and I'm not entirely too sure which to go with. I mean, it's definitely a hold. I'm debating. So, I was thinking buy. Up until I saw the fact that apparently no insiders are buying this. All the insiders are selling. That makes me worried a little bit. Kind of wants me to downgrade that buy to a hold. I mean, it's definitely not a sell, but it's. I'm kind of tied between those two options right now. Kind of thinking about what can push me over the edge, because it seems like a very solid, nice company. You can buy it. You can sit on it. Probably has no chance of going down until the economy turns around and, again, ironically becomes better. But until then, you can sit on it, you can collect that dividend, which is nice. Maybe it'll even go up a little bit more. The only damper that is putting a wait, I didn't use those words right. The only thing that's putting a damper on that mindset are all those sells. Don't know what the story is there, and it worries me a little. I think I'm gonna put buy. You know what? I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that get me down. I think I'm gonna put buy. Buy with the idea that this is a stable company to hold until market turns. At which point, when that happens, all bets are off. I have no idea what's going to happen to this one. I think I know, but I don't know. Nobody knows. I think you get what I'm trying to say. So you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to end this early. We're done here. What did I think? I think it's a buy. I think I feel comfortable giving this a buy. And you know what? I've already explained why. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and stop talking and end this video here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one whenever that might be. Whenever that might be. Until then, friends.